Hello and welcome to another episode of Teacher Robin. And today's topic is going to be my cost of living in Thailand, and it'll be December the 4th, which is Sunday, a Sunday update. So when I first came to Thailand, pretty much 11 months ago now, I was spending money at a far higher rate than I do now. I think for every dollar I spent for the first 6 months, now, after 11 months, I probably spend, I would dare to say maybe 50 cents or half the amount I used to spend. For example, when I first came here and I got my the first place I stayed was in Old City for about $15 US a night, and then my food was on top of that. And because it was new, I was taking part in a lot of beer drinking activities and other fun stuff. And so my expenses were really uncharted at that point. But after about 2 weeks, I needed to get out of Old City because I wanted to experience the Thai culture and get an apartment and save some money that way. So I booked a real estate agent, and she showed me these big apartments behind me. You can see one there, and I went up to like the 12th floor. It was a nice apartment, but it was, in my opinion, way too high for earthquake and fires. It had a beautiful view, but I didn't really care about that. I cared about escaping in case there's a fire or an earthquake. So I said thank you to the real estate agent, and I started walking down the now what I know is Jed Yard Road, and I saw this beautiful trams building, and I could tell by its design it had earthquake resistance built into it. It's two halves of it are kind of put on pedestals, and lo and behold, it was a modern design and it is earthquake resistant. And equally important, it was only 8 floors high. I'm standing on the roof, the beautiful roof of the trams building on the 8th floor, and to me that's plenty high. I don't need to be any higher than this. So when I first started paying rent here, I was paying 9,500 baht for a 6-month lease. And then after 6 months, I'm talking to my neighbors and talking to some local Thais, I realized my neighbor was paying 7,000, and my language school was just about to start like 6 months ago. So I put a deposit on a much cheaper place closer to my language school. And before I left, I thought it's only fair I give the owner, a nice lady, a chance to keep me as her tenant. So I said, you know what, for 7,000 baht a month, I will stay here, but I just want you to know that I'm leaving in a week, probably irregardless. Well, it turns out that she said okay. I also said I only want to sign a 6-month lease at the most. So it turns out she was okay with that, and she even, probably because I was in a strong bartering position, the strongest she could really get if you're about to leave, she said she'd pay my internet as well, which was about, is about 1,300 baht, which is about $40 US. So I do the math and I go 7,000 minus internet, it's 5,700 baht a month for a beautiful building like this. Albeit my room is small, like 30 square meters. It's adequate for me, and it's in such a good location, lots of nature around it. I can look off of two sides and I can see trees and very much verdant nature. And plus, if I look further, I see even more verdant nature, as you can see yourself. So I stayed. It's a very good deal. So for about $230 a month US, that includes me trashing the air conditioner a lot, which means using it a lot. I believe in quality sleep, and for an extra $30 US, I'm not going to quibble over that. Electricity in Chiang Mai is actually quite reasonable. So there you go. My rent is about $230 US, all in, including water. Water's only about $5 a month US. Now, the second biggest cost update is food. You can go to a Duke's restaurant in the Maya Mall or another Western type restaurant and pay $10 or $20 US a meal, or you can eat in the Ahan Thai food court, which is Ahan means food, Thai food, and you can pay as little as 50 baht or even 100 baht. 100 baht is like $3 US. 50 baht is half that. So it's your choice, depending on your savings, your income. I tend to now like to eat the local Thai food because it's actually aloy, which means delicious. Mak mak means very much. And you know, I can literally keep my budget within my rent. So I'm paying $230 US for rent. I'm paying about $200 for food. The one thing you got to watch is if you're a beer drinker, and I like my occasional beer, I like red wine better. But the trouble with alcohol is you can easily make it more than your rent and food combined. Like, even think about it, one bottle of wine a night, it's 750 mils. It's not incredibly excessive. It's like, I think you'd be looking at 300 baht, which is around $9 US. So $10 US times 30 days, that's $300. So some combination of either beer or wine, you're going to be spending, if you have a drink daily, about $300 US. So it really is an expense that you may want to keep under control. Not only just for money expense, but for health expense too. Now, the only other luxury I really do is I go to the best gym in town on the 5th floor of Maya, called Max Gym, for about, believe it or not, $90 a month US, which is, man, even more than back home in Canada. But it's got a beautiful view. It's got 2 types of saunas, dry and wet, and equipment it's a brand new gym. Everything is new, and it's got a beautiful view of the square, the busy square on Neiman Road, which is a road that runs towards the superhighway. And it's just it's a way for me to get out of my small apartment. So I look at it as a way to divert my habits into good habits, and not like drink a bottle of wine every night. So I realize I have high addictive potential, and I'm well aware of that. So to me, the $90 a month to join a gym is intelligent, smart, and everything positive that goes along with it. My God, if I were to drink 300 US is 10,000 baht a month, and I'm quibbling over 3,000 baht membership at a gym. So we have to put things in perspective and kick our heads out of our asses sometimes and realize what's really important in life. So now I try to be the observer. I try to stay out of my ego. I try to realize that everything I feel, everything I experience is because I programmed it, or better yet, I allowed it to be programmed. Because I'm an adult now, I can take charge of my own coconut. If you don't understand what I mean, look at my Sunday, my theme on Sunday, which is Sunday sharing. Look at my sharing story on spirituality. It's about a 10-minute video as well. So that's really my cost of living. Of course, if you want to rent a scooter is about 2,500 baht a month, which is about $80 a month. And literally gas is about $2. I don't think there's a scooter out there that I know of that takes much more than $2 to fill a tank. $2 US, which is about 70. Actually, if it's right empty, yeah, it's about 70 baht, $2 US. So you can really, for $100 US a month, rent and drive, including gas, a scooter if you want. A bicycle, I can generally walk anywhere within 15 or 20 minutes. There's little red trucks that you can take for like 50 cents, 20 baht, for about 5 kilometers. There's yellow trucks that go further. They're called song taos, and for about $1 you can go, one way and back for like $2. If you take a tuk-tuk, that's going to cost you. Tuk-tuk drivers are pretty smart, and they communicate well together, so that's probably going to cost you about, especially if you're a new Farang or foreigner, it's probably going to cost you about 300 baht or 400 baht, because you don't know how to get them down to 200 baht. If you've been around a while, they've seen you, they know you know the game. They'll probably give it to you for 250 baht, 200 if it's really close. But that's still pretty expensive when you factor in the cost of a scooter, which is very cheap. It's like 2 cents a kilometer for a scooter, where your cheapest small car is 10 times that, 20 cents a kilometer. That's not even including insurance and maintenance and wear and stuff like that, oil changes. So, alrighty, well, we're approaching the 10-minute mark. I hope you enjoyed this Sunday summary update, and please subscribe to my channel. You're going to see some annotations pop up on the screen, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Teacher Robin. I have 7 daily themes, and I truly plan on, and I am succeeding at releasing 2 videos a day minimum. so the content's always coming at you fresh. And go to my teacher Patreon, my patreon.com website /Teacher Robin, and for as little as $1 a day, I go into there's a lot of free, cool set to music GoPro videos I made back in April of this 2016. Check those out; they're a blast. Set to music. A lot of time went into that, and that's all free. But if you sign up for just $1 a month, it helps me buy camera equipment, go places, and show you this beautiful country called Thailand. Eventually, I'm going to expand. I'm going to show you stuff from the 4 countries above: Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Burma, used to be now called Myanmar, and below there's 4 countries below: Malaysia, Indonesia, of course, New Zealand, and Australia. So stay tuned. It's exciting times, and I'm still frustrated with YouTube search engine optimization, but I know that as long as I do what I love to do, which is learn and to teach, I'm still winning, even without monetary reward at the moment. So again, thank you kindly, and subscribe, and on to the next video and stuff. Thank you.